Okay, so I probably should have started this video quite some time ago, but hey guys, I am currently in the hospital, and I probably should have started this video quite some time ago, but it's been kind of a crazy day / night. So yesterday at this point, because it's officially a new day at this point, it's late, I was taking all of the boys to go swimming at their grandma's house, and it started, like, it was a beautiful hot sunny day all day until like the minute I was about to leave, and then all of a sudden it just started downpouring like crazy. And I texted their grandma and let her know, that it was raining and stuff, and she said that it was sunny down there, and because she's like in a different city. And so I was like, you know what, I already told the boys that we're going swimming, everyone's already packed up and everything, let's just go ahead and go there. So I get on the highway, I'm driving slow, I'm driving below like 20 miles below the speed limit, but the car in front of me just slams on their brakes, and I wasn't like tailgating them or anything, but when I tried to slow down, I just hydroplaned right into the back of the car. I tried slamming on the brakes, I tried turning the wheel, it wasn't happening, and we ended up sliding right into the back of the car. So at first it was like kind of like adrenaline, the shock or whatever, but then after like a few minutes I could feel myself having like really bad contractions. I made sure that everyone was okay. I got out of my car. I made sure the people in front of me were okay. I made sure the kids were okay. And then the contractions just started getting like worse and worse. So they called me an ambulance and put me in the trauma unit. So first time ever riding in an ambulance. And it was very like uncomfortable, and they put me like in a neck brace and had to stab me a couple times for the IV. And then I got to the trauma unit and there was like 50 people waiting for me. It was kind of like embarrassing actually, because I felt like I didn't need that many people, but there was like so many doctors and nurses like on call waiting for me. So I was in the trauma bay for quite some time, and I had to get like a CT scan, and I had to just be like monitored and everything like that. And I finally got cleared from trauma to go up to the mother baby ward so that I could continued to be monitored for the next 24 hours up here, which is where I'm at now, in the mother baby labor ward. So I've been here, and I was contracting pretty consistently and pretty painfully for quite a few hours because of that. So they've got me like, on the monitors over there, they're tracking my contractions and everything, and they were coming pretty consistently for at least 2 to 3 hours. So then the nurse came in and said, we're gonna go ahead and give you a shot of steroids so that if we do have to deliver early, the baby's lungs will mature, will be like, it'll help mature the lungs. So I got that shot in my butt, in my booty, and it wasn't really that bad, but it was kind of like stingy. It stung going in. Like, I don't have any like residual soreness. I did for like, I don't know, 20-30 minutes after the shot, but then it was fine. So I was kind of worried about that because it's one of those shots that has to go in the muscle, and anytime I've ever had like a muscle shot, it tends to linger, like that soreness, that achiness. And then I have to get another shot, they said, later on today. And I haven't eaten anything in like almost 24 hours now, because I hadn't eaten anything since like noon before the accident, and then I got into the accident like in the evening, and then I wasn't allowed to eat anything since I've been here because they didn't want to, in case they have to take the baby by C-section, they don't want the risk of like aspiration. So I am so hungry. I'm like on an IV right now with sugar water and fluids. Anyway, so that's where I'm at. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am so tired. It's like 6 in the morning. I haven't slept like at all. They have been having to come in like every 20 minutes to adjust the baby's heart monitor because they keep like losing the heartbeat. And so they keep having to come in and like adjust it and find it. All of a sudden, like my legs and my arms started going numb and tingling really bad. So that really sucks. It's just like so uncomfortable. It almost feels like when your legs like fall asleep and that tingliness that happens like when it's trying to get that circulation back, that's kind of what it feels like. It feels like a million needles are like poking me. First it was just in my legs, and now it started in my arms too, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. So I don't know. Tried getting up and walking around. I walked around the entire unit at like 4 a.m. I walked around trying to get some circulation. I went to the bathroom. I tried changing positions, tried staying out of bed for a little while. Like, I've tried so many things, and it's just like getting worse and worse. Okay, so they've now put like these compression cuffs on my legs. These compression cuffs, which I think I might have actually had them on when I had my ectopic pregnancy as well. Basically, they're these cuffs that like inflate, like a blood pressure cuff, but for your legs. And they thought maybe that might help a little bit. So I've got these going on. They're very uncomfortable and it's not helping at all. Like, I can't even sleep because this tingly and like pain in my legs is like so uncomfortable. The good news is though that my contractions have slowed down, so they're not as frequent or as painful as they were, especially when I first got here. So I think my uterus has finally calmed down from the accident. I'm in a lot of pain though. I'm sore all over because I think the adrenaline from being in an accident is like completely worn off. So like my whole body is sore, especially like my lower back and my pelvis. I'm actually having a contraction right now. Oh. Oh, that one really hurt. That one was really painful. Okay. I'm still not allowed to eat because I guess I'm still really high risk for placental abruption, even though my contractions have slowed down. So I think that I'm okay there, hopefully. But they said that even within 24 hours, like that placenta can still like detach from the wall after accidents like this, especially since my belly like slammed into the steering wheel. So I'm still not allowed to eat anything. I'm so hungry. And I think between the hunger pains and the lack of sleep, I'm feeling like so moody and irritated. I just like, I'm so uncomfortable from my legs. So like between being in pain from my legs, being starving from not eating for like a whole day basically, and then just like lack of sleep, I am so moody and irritable. Hi guys. So as you can see, I got put in a neck brace. The whole left side of my body was like numb and tingling, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And I kept trying to tell everybody about it, and finally they're like, well, because I had already been cleared by trauma at this point. So they're like, well, let's put you back in a neck brace and then we'll order some tests. So they wanted to order like a blood draw for blood gases and an MRI and like another blood draw and like something else. I can't remember exactly what it was. So the neck brace has been helping a lot. This is like the next morning because I had a couple of friends come and visit me in the hospital after I got my neck brace on, and then I just was so tired and waiting on all these tests and stuff, and I had my MRI, which took a long time. I still wasn't able to eat until like 1 a.m. last night, so I went like 36 hours without eating. I haven't been like able to really sleep. I don't know if you can tell, like my eyes have got some pretty dark circles under them, so I'm just tired. I have been allowed to eat finally. I had just like a little bowl of soup. It was very bland because it was hospital soup, but whatever. It is morning now, early in the morning, and I've actually ordered breakfast. I feel like in a better mood this morning though, because the tingling has pretty much disappeared. I'm not really contracting anymore. I'm able to eat now, so that makes me happier. I pretty much called the cafeteria like as soon as they opened so that I could get something to eat. I had to get more blood draws today, but I think things are looking and feeling good, so I'm hoping that I get to go home today. I've pretty much spent the entire weekend in the hospital. I've been here since Friday and it's Sunday now. I'm just super worried about the boys. I've been kind of freaking out about them ever since the accident because they didn't come to the hospital. I kind of got whisked away in the ambulance before I could really like think about everything, and I feel like maybe they should have been assessed. I mean, as far as I know, I keep checking in on them. They're with Cody right now, and he keeps saying that they're fine, but I just worry. I don't know. I just worry because they're my kids and I love them and I want to make sure they're okay. I mean, they seem to be doing good. They're fine. I haven't seen them all weekend. This is definitely not how I thought I'd be spending my weekend. Right now, we're just trying to focus on the present by getting home out of this hospital. Hopefully I can get this brace off. Oh my goodness, I'm finally home, guys. Sorry I didn't really record much after that last segment in the hospital. Basically was just waiting on kind of the all clear from the doctor. My contractions are still happening, but they're slowed down quite a bit. I'm on bed rest for at least a week. I've got to wear this for at least a week. It's really hard to like eat and talk in this thing because it's like keeping your neck like, you know, scrunched, but it really is helping. As uncomfortable as it is, ever since I've had it on, the tingling and the numbness on my left side has been slowly fading away. So I really think that I was having some sort of like alignment issues or something. I don't really know. My MRI came back slightly abnormal, but mostly clear, like clear enough to send me home, nothing like crazy. My blood gases came back normal. My anemia test came back severely anemic. My numbers just kept like plummeting every day that I was there, which is not a surprise because at my last appointment I was supposed to start those infusions and I never got a call back from them, from the infusion clinic. So I am severely anemic right now, which does not help like my fatigue at all. I did get a chance to shower really fast after 3 like sweaty, stinky days in the hospital. The boys are home now. I don't know if you can hear them in the background. So I finally got to see them after a long weekend of not seeing them, which was nice. I missed them a lot. Parker even made me a card. It was so cute. But yeah, I'm just happy to be home now. I'm on bed rest for a week, and basically anytime I do any kind of like activity, it like really aggravates my uterus. So like even getting up off the couch and like walking around really aggravates my uterus and I start contracting again. I'm gonna try really hard to like rest as much as possible, but like you can't really do that when you have 4 young kids and you're here by yourself. So I'm just gonna do the best I can and hope for the best. Hopefully I don't put myself in preterm labor again. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll try and keep you updated a little bit more if anything happens, and I'll see you in my next video. Okay, bye guys.